I'm sure I'm not the only one who's ever thought of this before, but I've just been thinking about it recently about how is it really ever okay for anyone to be racist or prejudiced or offensive in any way, even if it's to themselves? I mean, like when you think of racist, it's usually you think of someone who's like against one or all of this certain type of people. Like there's people who are against black people, gays, or Asians, or just yeah, that stuff in general. Just is it really ever okay for anyone to do that? Because like I'm white mostly, which basically means I could be related to the stereotype of I could act like white trash if some aren't. I don't personally, but I'm just saying there's like that some people can make that connection over just being white or just. And then there's other offensive stuff that could be related to white people. Like some people think that white people are elitists or just they're in control of everything, the white man, that stuff. Then there's the just I don't know. It's just recently I've just been noticing that people are offensive to others and maybe they don't realize it. But like for example, I'm I have like a lot of friends who are, of different color and race, and it really doesn't matter to me. I'm just noticing that some of them take cracks at each other. Like if there's like the example, one of my Asian girlfriends, she was making fun of another guy who is Asian, essentially making fun of herself and like being proud of it in a way. I don't know. And then I have a black friend, and like he has made fun of a lot in like the joking way, but still, it's like, oh, I didn't notice you're a dark shadow there or something, or like he likes to drink purple Kool-Aid and just stuff like that are being taking cracks at people. I don't know. Is it just saying just is it just saying that we're just going back to the way things were, or maybe we're able to joke around like that because we're past all the prejudiceness? Oh, that was a car screeching. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if it means we're going backwards or forwards with, our behavior towards each other, as a whole. Because, in all honesty, we're all part of the human race. Cut us open, we all bleed red. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, I have gay friends too, and they're very fun to hang out with. But that's just me, and they're that's saying that a girl's best friend is a gay guy. But they're like, I don't know if it's because of where I live that we're so open and not closed-minded, though that still happens sometimes, just not as often. Just, I don't know, I like pretty much everybody unless they do something bad towards me. That's really the only way that I dislike people. Just, and I think about it sometimes. I go further into that thought of just, I think of back when things were different, when people were prejudiced because of how they grew up and like how they were raised, and just like they were taught in a society that, like, if you were a white person back in the 40s and before that, up until like civil rights movement, that you were told that black people were below you, or well, yeah, and it's hard for me to believe, but that's just because I've never experienced anything like that. And I've heard that it still goes around, that some parts of the country that still happens, where like there was in the news like a long while ago, I don't know if this is still happening, but that in the South somewhere, there was a segregation still going on, like the whites and blacks were having separate proms at the same high school. I don't know if that's entirely correct, but that was the gist of the information. I don't know, in some places I just would like to think we're moving forward, that we can get all past, the surface, skin color, or just whether or not someone's gay or not, or if they're transsexual. It's just like, I don't know. I thought of that recently and thought I'd make a nice video. I'm concerned, but at the same time I'm not as concerned as I would be if it was worse, and maybe I'm not seeing a lot of what's going on. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing around my neighborhood, my town, my city. And we don't really have a problem, I don't think. Well, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.